Down the Line is a song that I wrote when I was in Labrador in the fall of 2012. It's a different world in some ways, even though it's also my own home, very much. I was very lucky with that trip to also be able to travel to some of the communities on the coast, which not everybody gets to, even when they do get to Labrador. We were based in Goose Bay for that festival, but I got to travel to a place called Black Tickle, which is on the south coast of Labrador. It has, I believe, 140-ish people in the whole community. It's only accessible by boat and plane, and only by boat for half of the year. In fact, the day I was there, the last boat was there, which was in November. That was the last boat until June. So I flew in by Twin Otter plane, which is a very small plane, on a gravel runway, and I was brought to the school to play for the entire school, K to 12, 23 kids, and the people were excellent, but it is a very limited community nowadays, and I say nowadays because it used to be a prime cod fishing community. Before the moratorium, there were thousands and thousands of people there, and since the moratorium in the 90s, that number has just dropped and dropped. It used to be a snow crab fishery then until very recently, when that also has been stopped, and now the community is facing its big challenge. You know, what will it do with that number of people that far out? And that actually was the subject of a play that was put off at the festival by the students of Black Tickle, who flew back with me on that Twin Otter after my visit to do a concert there. And I found it really inspiring that their play was the young people saying, what are we going to do? We don't want to leave because it's our home, but we don't know if we can stay, because how will we make a living? How will we survive? And sometimes you hear about people going, well, you know, it's just how can the government support these communities? How can we do that? It's so much money. Yeah, but when it's your home, you know, it's your home. It's quite simple, and to go there and see that is the only way perhaps to truly understand what that means. And it was inspiring to me, and that's where Down the Line came from. It's a song about figuring out what is next, and how do I wrestle with these feelings, how do I wrestle with my place where I was born, and being proud of that, and wanting to give back, and wanting to find a way so that I can keep it as my home. And it's something that Newfoundland has faced time and time again with resettlement in the middle of the 20th century, and still in places like Black Tickle still faces that. And so Down the Line was a song about facing that head on and being positive about it, and feeling, once again, like many of the songs on this record, that the change is going to come, and maybe we can weather it ourselves, and weather it in a way that will make tomorrow a brighter place.
So what do we do with the broken hand we're dealing? What do we do with all this precious time? You